Excuse me, can you say that again?
Excellent. Okay, now I can see some of you. Let me try pronouncing your names. First, I'm going to start from Aur, Suin Aur. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
It's Suin Hua.
Suin Hua.
Nghe chuẩn
Okay,
ua chưa?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Kidarot.
Yes, that's perfect, teacher.
Thanks for making me feel good. Very good. I have William. William second.
No, this is just my Gmail account. William is fine, sir.
William, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. William is fine.
Okay, very good. Let me change. Okay. Moni.
Yes, that's okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, Moni, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
I'm here.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's keep the camera on. I have Kevin.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Kevin. Good
Ye-
evening. I cannot see you.
Please wait, teacher.
Okay. Okay, Kevin, it's very dark. I cannot see you. Well, yeah. Sokna.
Yes. Wait, I will open my camera.
Good evening, Sokna. I cannot see you.
Good evening,
Yes.
teacher. Do you see me now?
No, not yet.
Oh, hurry to open my camera. Do you see me?
Yes.
Sokna, I still cannot see you.
Oh, do you see me?
Yes, I can see you now. Very good. Let's see, Thean. William, your camera is off again. Good, you are back, William. Excellent. Thean, are you with us? Thean? Uh, maybe I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. Thean, Thean. Are you with us? Okay, not anymore. And I have someone else. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Ur?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Is this how do I pronounce your name?
Yeah, Chun Hu.
Tunhur. Okay. And I cannot see you for some reason.
Here I already opened the camera.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So we have one, two. Kevin, I cannot see you, Kevin. I'm very sorry. We cannot start without me being able to see all of you. Kevin, can you turn the lights on a little bit? Because maybe it's my screen, but I cannot see you properly.
Can you see now, teacher?
Yes, it's a bit better. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we are ready to get started. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with all of you. We are going to do this on every lesson. So let's make sure that we have our cameras ready, our audio ready, so we don't have to go through the to the process of getting the video and the audio ready to go. Okay. I shared with you a little bit about myself on the group chat, just so that you know a little bit about where I have been. But in summary, I started to teach around 2017. Before that, I was working in human resources. I worked for two American multinational companies, and that's what took me to Singapore. That's what I live in Singapore with my wife and my 3 kids. I am from Brazil originally, but I left Brazil when I was 27, 28 years old. So quite a few years back. So I went to the US to do my master's. And then I started to work for one American company. And then many years later, in 2008, we went to Hong Kong. So we lived in Hong Kong for 2 years. And then finally Singapore in 2010. So I have been in Asia for close to 20 years. Okay, I travel a lot in Southeast Asia. I teach in Cambodia. I teach at the National University of Management. I don't know if any of you studied there at NUM, but I teach there 4 or 5 months per year. And I also teach in Laos, in Vietnam, Indonesia. And I'm very pleased to be with all of you today. It's a new group, it's a new course. And before I get started, I would like to understand a little bit about your trip to Australia. Okay. I know all of you are preparing to go there, if I'm correct. So I would like you to tell me a little bit about the timeline. So maybe someone could summarize for me what is going to happen to all of you. Are you all traveling? Do you know when you're going to Australia? Are you yes. Is my English, is it okay with all of you? Am I speaking too fast? Is it okay?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
It's okay? Okay. So I just wanted to understand you a little bit more. Are you traveling to Australia as a group? Do you know when you are going to Australia? Where you are going to Australia? Can someone maybe explain that to me?
You guys can click raising hand and can answer the check question. You can click raising hand in the Zoom and okay, one by one. Who wanna go first? Everyone. Anyone wanna?
So yes. So I basically want to understand you, because if I understand you, this is part of communication, right? If we understand the person we are talking to, we can communicate better. So my question is about Australia. Are you going to Australia? Do you know when you're going to Australia? Are you going as a group? Are you going individually? Are you going to stay together in Australia? Are you going to different places? These are the questions I have.
Okay. Anyone volunteer? Let's go with Thida Rod. You want? Okay.
Yes, I am able to answer.
some because I'm not sure about all the details. I only know that this course will last for around 6 months. So maybe we will get to go to Australia around the start of next year, probably. And I think we're going there as a group since we're in this program all together. But it doesn't mean that we're going to study at the same school or stay at the same places because we all have different goals and different dream schools there. So we will for sure like part ways and study at different schools.
Thank you very much, Diderot.
Yes.
Appreciated that. Arkun, Arkun, thank you. Maybe I'm gonna follow the line then. Moni, you show up on my screen as the next person. So, what can you tell me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Same as the previous person. I'm quite not sure if we will stay as a group or definitely like probably part ways because all of us have different goals and different majors that we want to study, that we want to pursue, and yeah, maybe if we will go at the same time but to different states. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Moni. Appreciated that. Thank you. Kevin, you appear next, so I'm just following. What can you tell me?
I'm not very sure about that. I just don't really sure about it. So
That's okay, Kevin. That's totally fine. That's what I was asking. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Swin Ur.
I just know as much as Tida wrote knows, because that's the only information I got from the school. Thank you.
Okay, no dates yet. Now I have a challenge with your name. How do I pronounce your Sorry.
You can call me Gyota. Gyota.
Kelta? Okay.
Yeah.
Kelta. Okay. What can you tell
Uh,
me, Kelta?
as I know about the ANIBT program is that this course, software skill, it lasts for 6 months, and I think maybe we will go there the start of 2027, and we will take pathway, but when we arrive to Australia, maybe we went to our separate way because some can go to Sydney, some can go to Melbourne, went all to different university. We take different major. So yes, that's all I know. And the teacher in ANIBT program will guide us there and help us to know more about Australia. So that's all I know.
Wonderful. Got it. Wonderful. Thanks so much, Kelta. Appreciated that. Sokna, you were next on my screen here.
Okay. The as I know that the ANIBT program is 6 months, so I think that we will go to Australia in January or February. I'm not sure about that. And one more thing is we will go to Australia together, but yeah, they're probably not the same place, the same school or the same major. But all of us gonna go to Australia. Yeah, that's
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sokna. Appreciated that very much. Next, I have Hunhur. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Probably not.
Yes, sir. You can call me who.
Hun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I think
What?
I only know that our course cost 6 months like A and IBT, and we are going to Australia at like the end of this year. We are going to Australia together, but I think there are a lot of people choose different university and major, so they're going separate they're gonna like going a different way.
Understood. Thank you so much, Juan. Appreciated that.
Yeah.
Thank you. William,
Yes, sure.
what can you tell us?
Personally, I'm still discovering my options right now of I'm going to do when I'm going to Australia. But as far as I know, that the course is going to provide many skills that could help me when I get to Australia, as well as providing help when I'm in need. And as far as I know, maybe we're going to separate ways, or maybe to the same universities and maybe different places. But I'm still discovering my option right now. But I'm hoping forward to have a plan.
Very good. Thank you so much, William. Appreciated that. Tian, I have not seen you. Just joined us back. Are you with us? Maybe someone could connect with Tian offline, because I think he or she must be having difficulties with the connection. No audio, no video. Okay, very well. Thank you so much for sharing. I understand. I was then I applied for to join an exchange program. So I was 17 years old. I was living in Brazil. I was doing my equivalent of a high school, and then I saw a sign about a program called AFS. And this program was your typical exchange program where you go live with another family in a different country, right? I was 17 years old. And I knew that was the right thing for me. I always had this interest in living abroad and studying abroad. So I signed up, and then I went to the US. I knew some English, but was not fluent. So I went to the state of Michigan in the US. So I lived, it was a very small city, a city with only 1,000 people. No kidding. It was super, super small. And I lived with a host family. It was my host father, my host dad, my host mom, and I also had a host sister. So we went to school together. And that was the beginning of my international journey. Um, I lived with that host family for 1 year. I went to the local high school, and my life changed. After that, I knew I had to go abroad. I had to make a career with people who were different from me. I felt very comfortable with people who were different from me. Now, most of us, we like to be with people who are similar to us. It's very comforting. It gives us some comfort to be with people who speak the same language, have the same accent, same religion, perhaps. But I was, like many others, I was different. I enjoyed as much being with people who are different as I enjoyed being with people who are similar to us. And that's why I have been away from Brazil for almost 30 years. Um, it's not easy. It is not for everyone, because it demands a lot from your mind. The mind works very hard when we are in a different place. So all of you will have this experience in Australia. Some of you will love it. You will find yourself feeling that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to travel the world. I want to find careers that allow me to do that. For some of you, you have a good time, but you want to come back. It is just the way it is. I believe we are born with these orientations, right? Some of us, we like to visit, but we like to come back. Some of us, we like to visit and continue to visit. It's the way it is. It's personality thing. So you will find out which group you belong to very, very soon when you go to Australia. My objective is to help you. My objective is to share some of the skills that I have accumulated over time to make your experience as positive as it can be. It's not going to be positive all the time. You are not going to feel happy all the time. That's not possible. But I want to share with you some ideas that about communication, particularly, that may come very handy in situations when you start to study in Australia. Okay. So I prepared some slides. My way is not to lecture. I do a little bit of explanation, but I believe that the best way to assimilate information is if we are active. At the moment, you are listening to me, and that's good. I can share. You're going to remember 10% maybe. But if you do things, if you talk, if you have to analyze, you will remember more. You will feel that you own your own learning. And that's very, very important. Okay. So you're going to get used to my ways. I will ask you to do activities during our class. And there are also many home assignments to do. It is not because I want to give you a hard time. I am not worried about grades. You're gonna get an 8 or 9 or it's not important to me. If I will need to do that because it's part of the program, but I want you to think about the person you are and the situations that you might come across in the future. That's the most important thing. So I will give you some assignments, and I expect you to do them as diligently and responsibly as possible. Okay. There is a reason for the assignments, and you're gonna see at the end how much more you know about yourself. And that's the fundamental element in cross-cultural communication. The skills cannot be about the other person. It's not about the technique. The most fundamental skill that you absolutely need to know is about you. Everything starts with what is in your mind. What is it that makes you excited? What makes you want to wake up tomorrow morning? What are the situations? Who are the people that make you feel the best person in the world? And equally important, what are the situations that make you distressed? What are the situations that make you feel you're not good enough? You need to understand that. And you know this, it's already in your mind. So some of the exercises we're going to do, we'll ask you to reflect about the experiences that you had, because that's the starting point. If you know yourself, you can make better decisions. You can say yes to the right things, and you can say no to the right things as well. Okay. So this is how I learned to develop skills, and that's what I will share with you. It doesn't mean it's the best way. It's just my way. It's something that I have practiced over 35 years, and that's how I will share this with you. I don't mean to say it's the only way, it's the best way, but that's the methodology that we're going to do. It's very practical. I will not share theories with you. You can find the theory online. You can ask our Uncle Chat. You know Uncle Chat? You know who Uncle Chat is? You can ask and you can get all the ChatGPT, Claude, you can use AI to get lots of theory. But in the course, we're going to do a lot of exercise, practical exercises. Okay. So far, so good? Yes?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, yes, good. Okay, I will share my slide. Very good. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, you should be able to see my screen now. Yes? Can you see my welcome?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. So housekeeping, I will only do this today. The next classes, I hope we can skip this altogether. So please make sure that the audio video is working well, strong connection, be in a well lit space so it's comfortable for other people to see you. Camera must be on. It's very strange to talk to a black screen. I can tell you, you know that. Next time, adjust the name, your display name, so that I can call you by the right name. Just the name that you want to be called during the conversation. Okay. If something happens you cannot make to class, please message me in private before that. I already mentioned we have many assignments. There are deadlines. I will explain everything as we move along. And we're going to start on time, okay? And then I will give you a break around 7:30 p.m. for 15 minutes. So you can do your things, you can check your message and stuff. There are some days in the next few weeks where I have other commitments. We're going to discuss this separately. We're going to do a kind of a makeup session, and hope possibly maybe stay a little bit longer on a day so that we can compensate for that. But at the end, we need to have 36 hours, okay? So everything we're going to talk in this course is contextualized in a cross-cultural environment, okay? This is a course that starts with the fact that you are going to be in Australia. So these are skills, situations that you will be encountering when you start to study in Australia. And in Australia, of course, you are going to meet wonderful people, amazing people, but they think differently from you. They lived different lives. They learn different things about life. They see life differently. They have different cultural backgrounds. And developing your self-awareness, understanding what you got in your mind, your cultural identity, it's the starting point. And then I'm going to develop some of these communication skills. And these communication skills, they are especially important when you have to make decisions. Maybe you are working on a group, it's a group assignment, and you are running out of time, and you get stressed out. That's when cross-cultural communication skills can be very helpful for you to collaborate. You don't have to like everyone, right? Agree? You don't have to be in love with everybody. People you like more than others. That's totally fine. But in life, we still need to collaborate with people. It's just how it is. Sometimes you don't choose the people you're going to be working with. So it's important to be able to collaborate, to create results from that collaboration. Doesn't mean that I agree with that person, doesn't mean that I like to be around that person. That's separate. But you do need to collaborate respectfully, productively, efficiently, so on and so forth. So these are the dates that we have on schedule. I put the 18th of June in red because I believe we have a holiday, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to confirm that. But that's 6 days per week, 3 weeks, 18 days, 36 hours. All right. I already learned about you, a little bit about your trip to Australia, so we can skip that. And for the first few sessions, we're going to focus on cross-cultural communication. And then there is a component of our course which is about digital, okay? Using some of the apps. We're going to get to that later. The focus now is on cross-cultural communication. You may have seen this, but in a communication, there is a model, right? You have someone who sends the information, someone who receives. There is a message of some sorts. There is also a channel. You can do this with your voice. You can do this by symbols, by language. You can do this with your hands, non-verbal communication. Doesn't matter. That's the channel. But there is also noise. And that's what is most important for us here, is that what I say, the message, my idea of the message, could get through some noise. So my question to you is, what is noise? Can you give me some examples of what is noise? What is noise? What does noise mean here in this context? Anyone? William, what is noise?
Yes, and noise is something where we try to give context to the receiver, to which where they can respond to us instead.
Very good. But many times, what I say, my intention is not what the other person gets. So, can you give me an example, William? I'm going to stay with you. Can you give me an example of
An example
what could
of
create
noise.
noise?
The example of noise in that context is where we try to give, for example, you're in the kitchen and you turn on the coffee machine and it makes a lot of noise, giving information to the receiver that you're making coffee.
Very good. So maybe because of the noise, I cannot pick up on exactly what you said, and I can get a different meaning for that. Okay, very good. Keota. Am I pronouncing your name? Keota?
Yeah, Sikha. Yeah.
Give me one example of noise. What can be a noise in a message?
When you're sending a message or on a call with somebody and the noise on the background shows what situation are you in, or another way is the noise of how you express the way you sound, how you feeling to someone who received the message. So that's all I can explain.
Very good, very good. So I'm hearing two things. One is like literal noise, like noise to my ears, like someone is, fixing a door.
Yeah.
That's noise, right? I can barely hear you. That's noise. But you also spoke about feelings. So there's a different thing now, something about feelings. So Moni, can you tell us an example of noise, something that we can consider to be noise?
In my context, noise is like a miscommunication between cross culture, like between two people from different cultures. So like sometimes you talk to like a person from other countries, so like they cannot understand you fully, even though you're talking in the same language. It's like miscommunication. Yeah.
Wonderful, Moni. We are now getting closer to the noise that I want to talk about. Is communication. You mentioned someone who has a different cultural background. Super good. Excellent. Sokna. Sokna has disappeared.
Yes.
Sokna, you are in the clouds for me. Okay, now you are back to Earth. Very good.
Because my battery is low. My
No
battery
problem.
is
Okay,
low.
we can
I'm
fix
very
that.
sorry. Yes.
That's okay, Sokna. So give me an example of noise.
The noise, unwanted sound, and for me, the noise for me is like when I'm talking to somebody, and I heard something that disrupt my conversation. Yeah, that's the meaning of
Okay,
noise
very
for me.
good. Okay, something that disrupts. That's a very good word. Something that distracts. It shouldn't be
Yes.
there, but it's there, and it doesn't add
Yeah,
value to
the
us.
unwanted sound.
unwanted sound, right? It can be sound, yes, but let's not get caught up on the sound. It's not always sound, right? And I think
Yes.
Moni gave us a hint about what it is. Sometimes there is no sound, but it's still noise. That's the most difficult one to tackle, is the soundless noise. Okay. Ur, Swin Ur. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Chonho, teacher. Oh, sorry, sorry.
Say that again.
So in Hua.
Swin Ur.
Yes, perfect.
Swin Ur, what's your take on this noise thing that we're talking about?
I think noise is like maybe a sound or the accent when people talk to each other, and it might interrupt the conversation, and it's make two people miscommunication.
So you're now adding like someone else interferes with the communication, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Tidarot, what's your take on the noise?
Yes, teacher. So for me, my understanding of noises, it's similar to what Monique brought up. It's a misunderstanding or a problem faced between the sender and the receiver, because especially in cross-cultural conversations, our conversations are not going to be smooth, especially receiving new information from a different place. So there will always be problems, and those problems are what we call noises.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
You guys are all correct. Thank you. Let me hear from Kevin. Kevin, what's your take on the noise?
So noise is like when while we're listening to the radio and the message became unclear because of noise in the communication channel, like or like while we speak. No, I mean while we talking to other and the noise became louder and this and interacting us. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, very good. Okay, so in essence, what I heard from you is there is the sound and the no sound. We are going to focus on the no sound because the sound is easy to fix. Agree? If the radio is too loud, if you are on the street and you see all the tuk-tuks beep 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 no, making noise, you can go inside and it's fixed. You can fix the noise created by sound very easily. You just move away, you go to a quiet place, that's it. But the problem is that the noise we're talking about in cross-cultural communication doesn't have any noise. It's all silence because it is in our mind. It is based on a phenomenon that is well understood, that although biologically we are very similar, right? Biologically, we are very similar. You and I, we have all the same body functions, but we start to become different very early on. A few hours, we are already very different. Because of what?
Differences.
Be-
Because of
because
the
of,
culture,
Moni?
culture differences.
Because, yes, because of culture. The moment you were born, you were listening to a language that's already shaping your brain. And within a few weeks, you and I are very different already. So we have the potential to speak any language. We have the potential to adopt any religious belief that we want, but we don't because we are born and then people around us, our family, they say, okay, no, no, no. You are not going to learn Portuguese. You are going to learn Mai because that's where you are. See? So your parents, my parents, my parents never taught me Khmer. Why? Why didn't my parents teach me Khmer?
Because you were born there, so you have to communicate in Khmer.
There is no need, right? There is no value. First of all, my parents didn't know Khmer, and there was no value for me to learn to invest in Khmer in Brazil. Did your parents teach you Portuguese? No? Your parents did not teach you Portuguese? Oh, no, boy. Why?
What's the use of it?
Yeah, there was no use of it, right? Your parents, my parents, they wanted us to be okay in our society, right? They wanted you to be good daughters, good sons, and just function well in Cambodia. Maybe it's Phnom Penh, maybe it's in the province. That's what our parents want. They don't want us to understand the whole world, right? So they give us just a little pill, just a little bit of information about all the possibilities. It just so happens that what your parents gave you is going to be different from what parents from other people you're going to meet in Australia have given them. Okay. So that is the noise that we are going to keep in mind in this course. It's not the sound, but it is the understanding world vision about the world. Okay. I'm going to share back the slide. So fundamentally, noise is a different interpretation. The same message, the same symbols create different interpretations. I wanted to tell you something, you understood something slightly different. You interpreted it differently. So that's the noise that creates a lot of potential for complications in life. Okay. So we already did that. I asked you about the reasons why. Let me offer you some other reasons, right? Some other explanations as to why sometimes when we are having conversations, we don't always have the same interpretation. The sender and the receiver, they are at different levels, right? Can I have Kyota to read language and meaning for us, please?
Language and meaning, the word chosen carry different con connotations across cultures or generations. Tone, humor, or irony different translates the same way for everyone. Non-naive speaker may progress meaning differently than intended.
Okay, thank you very much. Basically, the word itself means something different. Same word, but I learned that word to mean that and somebody else different. Humor, it's very culturally dependent. So if you're telling a joke, sometimes people just don't laugh because it's not funny for them. For you, it is. For people who live in the same society, it is, etc. Okay, so that's one. Another volunteer for number two. Let's do this quickly. Number two. Another volunteer. William. Oh,
Uh,
Tiderot. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Tiderot, you raised your hand.
Yes. Sorry, the screen went black.
Oh, okay. Why did this happen? Okay. Can you see now?
Sorry, but I still can't see it. Okay, I see it now. Yes. So, two cultural frameworks. Some cultures prioritize directness, others rely heavily on context and what is left unsaid. Attitudes toward hierarchy, authority, and formality shape how a message is received. Different cultural norms around disagreement, silence, or emotional expression affect interpretation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is a big one, and we're gonna go into more detail later on. But it's basically how you make sense of the world, right? How you learn what is right, what is wrong, what is hierarchy, how do you show respect, how you trust other people, how you relate to authority, how formal or informal you are. All these attitudes, these values can create a lot of noise because they are different, right? Another volunteer. I think, William, you wanted to speak, right? Yes? Let me give you a chance here.
Right, number two, cultural frameworks. Some cultures prioritize directness, others rely heavily on context and number three, personal and psychological filters. Past experiences, values, and beliefs color how we read a message. Our current emotional state affects what we notice and how we react, and we tend to assume others share our frame of reference, and they often don't.
Excellent. Thank you. Obviously, how we feel at that moment can become a noise. If I'm very upset with what happened just moments ago, I will not listen to you properly. So that can be a noise. But the most important of the three is the last one that William read, which is the assumption. We make an assumption. We don't investigate many times. We don't ask questions many times. We just think, I think the other person feels and believes the same things that I do. This is called ethnocentrism. We're going to cover that later on. So this assumption is quite dangerous, obviously, for cross-cultural communication. Okay, very good. Let me see who wants to go next. Moni, can you read the next slide that I will show here, please? Number 4, relationship.
Okay. For relationship and context, the same words from a superior land differently than from a peer. Prior history between sender and receiver as layers of meaning. The channel matters. A message in writing feels different from the same word spoken aloud.
Very good. Thank you. In some societies, we learn to respect hierarchy more than in other societies. In all societies, there is hierarchy. There is a manager, there is a director, there is a boss, there is a teacher. All societies have some sort of organization around titles. That's clear. What is different is how we behave, how much trust, how much respect. What is it that we do when we are with someone who is the same level and someone who is in a higher organizational level than us? And that makes us interpret the information differently. Okay, so the relationship is something that can create lots of noise. So if you have someone from a very hierarchical society with someone with a society where people respect each other, yes, but they're much more egalitarian, there will be noise, for sure. And we're gonna go into more details about that. Let me see, Sokna, the next slide, please.
Yes.
Stakes.
Break and rest. Precision. We we con, cons, we consequent feel high. People read more carefully and sometimes more defensively and uncertainly im- imply impl- wait, im- implies ambiguity. People feel good with their own assumption.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. This is a big one as well. What is a risk situation for you may not be for the other person. We are going to also discuss this, the risk perception. Some people, because of personality and culture, are very okay not knowing what's going to happen. Let's see. It's okay. We're going to find out. Other people, they want to know exactly what is going to happen. They feel very stressed out if there is uncertainty. So that also creates lots of noise in the communication. Okay. So let me share one video, two videos with you. This is supposed to be funny, eh? These are old TV commercials from, I don't know, 20 years ago. And they were created by this bank, HSBC. So I want you to watch both of them, and then we're going to have a quick conversation about what happened. What was the noise in that conversation? Okay. There is audio to that. There is sound. So if you don't hear the sound, please say something, and then I can fix you. But you should be able to hear that. Okay. Ready? Good?
Yes.
All right. So let's see the first one.
The English believe it's a slur on your host's food if you don't clear your plate. Whereas the Chinese feel you're questioning their generosity if you do. At HSBC, we never underestimate the importance of local knowledge. Which is why we have local banks staffed by local people in over 80 countries across the globe. HSBC, the world's local
this
bank.
Was the, this was the first clip. All right. Now I'm going to play the next one.
Sorry. Sorry.
In Italy, different flowers have different meanings. Chrysanthemums, for example, are associated with funerals and sadness. At HSBC, we never underestimate the importance of local knowledge. HSBC, the world's local bank.
Okay. Let me see. Stop sharing. Okay, very good. So we saw two clips, right? Completely different settings. Let's focus on the first one. We have how many minutes before we break? We have like 5-6 minutes before we break. I give you guys some time to rest, and we come back. So what was the noise on the first clip? Before that, can someone tell me what happened? Just describe. No evaluation. Just describe what happened. Maybe Tiderot, can you tell us on the first clip, what's the setting? What was happening?
So in the first clip, the setting was in a Chinese restaurant where there were multiple Chinese men sitting around one foreign guy, and they were eating some kind of eel, I think. And the foreign guy was very freaked out by the things that the Chinese men enjoyed eating, but he still finished it anyways because in his culture it's respectful to finish your food. But then the Chinese people saw it as like him enjoying the food, so they kept ordering more and more.
Very good. Fantastic. So here come my question then. What was the noise? So the setting is perfect. Thank you so much for describing exactly what was there. There was a host, there was a guest eating. What was the noise? How would you summarize? I'm going to stay with you, Chidaron. What was the noise that created that misunderstanding? Clearly, they were all trying their best, but something was happening. What was the noise there?
I think the noise was the misunderstanding between like the gesture of the foreign guy and the Chinese guy. The the foreign guy didn't really like the food, but he finished it anyways. So that maybe he think that if he finish it, he could stop eating it. But the Chinese people, they view it as something different because in their culture, it's different from the foreign guy's culture. And it's so the Chinese views it as him enjoying it. So that's the noise between um, those two group of people.
Excellent. So you said gesture. So there was a gesture. What was the specific gesture that created this misunderstanding? Anyone? There was a specific moment that created multiple interpretations. What was it?
I think it's finishing the food, sir.
Yeah, when he did that, right, with the bowl, right? So,
and one more thing,
his
wait.
intent. Yes, go ahead.
And one more thing, he saw that a lot of foreigner guy can eat this food, and he's the one who come from. He's the foreigner guy too, but he feel like this food is not good enough for him, but he still eat it because he saw that a lot of people were eating this. Even he didn't enjoy, but he still eat it. And the Chinese people think that he's really enjoy his food like other guy, then bring him more food.
This is amazing, right? You're absolutely right, Sagna, because the foreign guy was trying so hard, right?
Yes.
So hard. He was eating eel. He doesn't like that. He probably found it distasteful for his belly, right? But he was, because he wanted to show respect, right? He wanted to see, like, guys, I'm okay. I really appreciate, respect you, the way your food, your gastronomy. And the host interpreted that differently because of this gesture, right? He completely cleaned his bowl. So that's the noise is at some point in the foreigner's life, he was educated in a way by his family at school that if you go to someone's house, you never leave anything on the plate. You clean this as much as you can because that shows respect, that I appreciated the food, even though I don't like the food. You see, it's not about liking the food. He was doing his best to show respect based on what? Based on what he learned. Remember the story that I was telling you? Your parents told you, what is, his parents told him to be okay in his society. His parents or his caretakers, can be grandparents as well, or uncles and aunties, they did not prepare him for Japan, China, for Asia. That's all he knows. So he operated based on that learning. The host is the opposite, right? The host learned that you always leave something on the plate to say, you have fed me enough, so much that I cannot eat everything. So when the host noticed that the bowl was empty, the misinterpretation happened. Simple as that. You will have situations like that in Australia. I can guarantee you. It will be funny, right? Most situations are just funny. You laugh it off and people understand. They will not send you back to Cambodia because of that. It's funny. It's something that you're gonna tell your friends as a funny story. However, there will be one or two misunderstandings that may have serious consequences to you. So maybe you have 100 funny situations like that. Gestures, a gesture that is offensive in Cambodia. You do that, like, oh my God, what are you doing? Right? But people are very forgiving. But there will be, out of these 100, there will be one or two that may make you depressed, that may make you feel very sad to an extent that you want to go back home. So see, cross-cultural communication skills, you don't use them every day at the same way. But it's good to know what's going on because it's almost like swimming. Okay, how many of you can swim? Raise your hand. How many of you can swim 10 meters, 20 meters to save your life?
If, even I can, I will try my best to swim because I
You will
want to
try your
save my
best, right?
life. Yeah.
Yes. Now, Sakina, how do you swim every day?
No, but every week.
Every week, right?
Yes.
But see, swimming is not something we do every day, but it's good to know because if one day your friend pushes you off the boat, you better know how to swim. You don't swim every day. But in that moment, it's good to know how to swim. It's like cross-cultural communication skill. You don't need to use it every day. You will not use it every day. However, there will be a day when you feel so stressed out. Say, people don't understand me. I don't understand these people. They are bad people. They think I'm a bad person. I'm in the wrong place. And then you use your cross-cultural communication skills in that moment. That's simple as that. The other 90 days, no, you don't need to. But if that skill can make your experience positive, wow, I think it's worth investing a little bit of time on that. Okay. So that was the first one. Let me think. Okay, let me give you guys a break. It's 7:34. We come back. We come back at 7:50. Okay, so you can stay on the platform. Just switch your cameras off. 7:50. We're gonna start with an activity. All right. See you guys soon. Welcome back, everybody. Fantastic. Okay, we discussed the first clip that took place in a restaurant, but there was also a second clip, right? There was a man and a woman. Who would like to describe the setting without analyzing, just describing what happened on the second one? Swinwood.
Yes, sir. I don't really catch up. I just think that the man gave the flower to the girl because he thinks she was very beautiful and he liked her. But flower when we give to someone, it's have different meaning. And when the flower that he gave to her, it's in Italy, it's mean like giving to someone who died. And he kept giving her a flower, and everyone saw that saw that the flower was in front of her house. So everyone thought that the girl was dead or something. So they was very pity and guilty. They just keep sending flower or putting flower in front of her house. Yes.
That's perfect. So you did everything. You described and you also told us what was the noise. So the noise, again, it's important for us to be very precise, right? So the
Yes.
noise was the association that flowers have with events. That's the
Yeah.
noise. White flowers means love for someone. White flowers means death for somebody else. So that's the noise. You see, there is no sound. There is no sound to this.
Yes.
And that's where we get in trouble. Because if we can hear the noise, we can fix it. We know where the sound comes from, where the noise is coming from. We are not talking about audio. We're talking about mental stuff, psychological stuff, things that we have in our minds, we believe to be true. The man did not think twice. He did not stop and say, okay, I want to show Sophia, right? The girl, I want to show Sophia that she's beautiful and I would like to have another conversation with her. He didn't think twice. Well, what is the appropriate color? What type of roses should I give? In Italy, because I'm in Italy, I'm not back home. He didn't do that. He operated as if everybody in the world use white roses as a sign of affection. That's the problem. Okay. So here's the lesson for all of you when you go to Australia. Every time you're going to do something that is significant to someone, and it's obvious to you, obvious, like, of course, Kevin will like that. No, it's not obvious. If it is obvious, it's dangerous. Stop, talk to someone. Hey, Roberto, here in Australia, if I want to say thank you to Kevin, do I do A, B, or C? And someone said, oh, it's okay. Anything is okay. Okay, good. But maybe the person will say, no, you should actually do C. Kevin will understand that as a sign of appreciation. So you avoided a little bit of a problem. Not big problem, right? No one is going to die, but it's a noise regardless. Okay. Fantastic. So I gave you two examples to see. They're funny examples, as I said, but they can also be serious. So we are learning skills for the serious situations that you definitely want to avoid. Okay. I have an activity for you. I want you now to I posted to our group the screenshot of the different reasons for noise, the sources of noise. I will put you in groups, in pairs, okay? And if you are on group 1, you pay attention to the noise reasons number 1 on the chat. If you are on group 2, you look at only 2, 3, and 4. 5, we don't have enough people here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I want you to do is this. Let me explain. So this is our first class assignment, okay? Remember I told you in the beginning that I want you to practice? One moment, please. Okay. Okay, so here you see, you can also take a picture of the screen, a screenshot if you want. So this is exactly what we saw as potential reasons for noise. And here's what I want you to do. I will give you 15 minutes. I want you to come up with concrete examples that illustrate each topic, okay? And then when you come back to the larger group, I want you to do a quick presentation, okay? So that's your class assignment. I want you to prepare one slide per group, per pair. It's actually a pair. Sokna, yes. You raise your hand.
Sorry, teacher, I can't see.
You cannot see the screen?
I can't see, but not clearly.
Not clearly. Okay. The same information is, I put that on the Telegram group one by one. So if that last slide is not clear, you can refer to the Telegram group chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it's the internet, it's the signal. So let me go back here. This is the one that you cannot see properly, is that right? Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, this
in a
one.
few moments, I will put, okay, this one. Okay. So I will, in a few moments, split you randomly into 4 groups. So group number 1 looks at topic number 1, number 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this is what I need you to do. You will open up your PowerPoint, whatever you want to do, slide, and I want you to put your names on the top left corner of the slide. I want you to bullet point your examples. You can use AI, no problem at all. But I want you to come up with examples that may be appropriate for your experience in Australia. Okay? So be creative. Find out examples when, for example, a word may mean different things between your culture and the culture in Australia. Okay? And then I'm going to ask you to present very quickly, and then you're going to post your slide to the Telegram group, because our Telegram group becomes the repository of all the work that you do. Okay? Is that clear? You guys know what to do? Yes? Let me go over this again. Okay, so once you go into groups, you're going to be working with one person, so it's 2 people. So I want you to start doing some research on the topic that you are giving. So you're going to look, now you're going to type some examples, concrete examples that illustrate that type of noise. And those examples should be, as much as possible, contextualized to Australia. You can use AI. There is no problem with that. You can use AI, you can prompt AI, give you some examples, and then you're going to share those examples with the large group. Any questions? All right. Okay, so let me put you in breakout rooms. Let's see. 4 breakout rooms. Create.
Teacher, I can't see your screen.
Yeah, that's because I am creating the breakout rooms here. So I'm gonna click. You're gonna receive an invitation, and you are going to a breakout room. So in your room, you do the assignment that I ask you to do. I'm gonna put the instructions on the Telegram group as well. Okay.
Hello, sir. I have trouble entering my room.
Okay. What happened?
I
You,
told.
oh, is it possible because there are two? Okay. Move to 4. Okay, try this now. Do you see an invitation for you to join?
No, sir, I don't.
It must be on your screen, but it must be hidden. Because everybody has joined. So it could be, try minimizing your screen open, because on my side, it says that you received an invitation. Okay, good. Kyoto, what happened?
Uh, so do we work on it now or just wanna came and
Oh,
ask
because
because
there is no one with you?
I have saying who is with me.
Okay, so you should stay in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, you stay in the room and work with her on the assignment. Yeah, both of you
So
are back on the main room.
so um do we have to work with all of this that you sent?
No, just your number. So room number 1. So you are on room number 3. You look at
Yeah.
the topic number 3.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I get it. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back, Moni. Kevin. Welcome back, Sokna.
Back, teacher. It's a bit quick. But that's okay. We can finish it. Oh, wait, teacher. One
Yes.
slide present two people, right?
Yes, one slide for each pair. One. I think we are missing. Could one of you? Yeah. Could one of you inform Kyoto and Hun that we are back, because I think they were discussing separately. Can someone do this for me, please?
Yes. Wait.
Wonderful. You don't need to post to the group yet.
Yeah. I chat to her privately.
We're just waiting for Kyota and Hun to join us, and then we will continue. So message them separately. You connected with them, Sakna?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Arkun. Thank you.
Oh, you can say awkward?
Yes. So stay.
Oh, how many words can you say?
Oh, not much. Not much. Sakna.
Okay.
And
we can
they
change
back?
culture. Like we
So
can
what?
share the
Okay.
culture. And one more thing is, I will take you Khmer and you take me more English.
Very good. It sounds like a great deal.
Yes, it's a great deal, of course. And one
It's
more,
a very good
you said
deal.
that you come from Brazil, like, right?
Yes.
I think that you saw Neymar was playing World Cup. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. I like Neymar. I think he can make a difference. And the Brazilian team, in my opinion, is not so good. They did not play very well yesterday. Not at all.
How do you feel?
Very
How do you feel
afraid.
when Germany
Well,
won against Brazil 7-1?
Oh.
yeah, that was psychologically devastating. That was a very bad experience. I think no one will ever forget. Very good. Okay, so let's do this. We have 7 minutes. So we are going to do the sharing tomorrow, okay, of this class assignment. So you do have some more time if you want to. Not if you want to. I think you should spend a little bit more time with your partner and continue to make the slide as good as it can get. Because remember, your classmates are going to learn from you. You are teaching now. I'm giving you an opportunity to teach your classmates about the source of noise. So do it responsibly, do it the best you can. So you have until tomorrow to continue to polish your slide. Okay, so let's do that. Now, I have a little bit more information to share with you, And I also want to give you instructions for your first home assignment before we finish our class today, okay?
Okay.
Let me share again. Okay. So what I want to discuss with you is this concept of cultural identity. Okay, cultural identity. The image shows how many different pieces there are, colorful pieces to your identity. We have many identities. You have your national card, your ID card, right? You have your student ID card. That's fixed. You have your name, your date of birth. That doesn't change. But your cultural identity, the person that you are, is very fluid, very dynamic. Experiences change the way we live life. So that's why I chose this very colorful picture to give you this idea that it's not just your culture, it's not just my culture that tells who you are, because there are no two people the same. So in this class, there are 8, 9, 10 people. You all share the same nationality, but obviously we are all different, very different people, right? So that's what we are going to talk a little bit now. There are elements that shape your cultural experience. So the first one, a critical one, is the people who took care of you when you were very young. It could be your caretakers, your parents, your grandparents, uncles, aunties, cousins, whoever they were. They told you what is right and what is wrong. Agree? Because that's essential to live in a society. Our parents, the people who are responsible for introducing us to that society, they need to tell us very clearly what we should do and what we should not do. So those early family links, those early family relationships are extremely important for your cultural identity. Okay? The second one is when you establish your own family, right? You have your own kids. If you decide to have kids, or if you decide to live with someone, you will be influenced by the other families as well. So we call them later family ties. So they are also very, very important. Right? Your professional experience, the skills that you apply towards a profession or an occupation, that environment in an office also influences the way you see the world. That, as you can see, comes later in life. Your nationality, right, is hugely important. You will become someone that can behave in different cultural environments, but my culture is always going to be inside of you, inside of your mind. So your nationality obviously says a lot about who you are. Your ethnicity, you might belong to a different ethnic group, and that also influences your values, your principles. Gender is massively important. From day one, men and women are treated differently in every society, right? We know that. There are different expectations if you are a man or a woman. So that also shapes your identity as a human being. Your age, for every age, you have more experience, you respond to the situation differently. If you The fact that you grew up in a cosmopolitan city, in urban setting, impacts how you see life. It's different if you spend 15 years of your life in a small village, more rural, different experiences of growing up. So the urban or rural background impacts the person you are. Perhaps you are very political, You worry about the public stuff. You think about the community a lot. That also shapes your identity. Your socioeconomic class. Maybe you are very rich. Maybe you grew up very poor. That clearly sets different priorities for you in life. Your disability, physical disabilities, cognitive disabilities, this also changes how you interact with people, the decisions that you make. Your spirituality, maybe you are very spiritual, very religious. You pay a lot of attention to that. Or maybe on the other extreme, you don't. It's just out there. You are kind of a bit passive about that. Your sexual orientation also changes who you want to be affiliated with, how you include people or exclude people. So as you can see, these are all, and hobbies as well. Hobbies are things that you choose to do. Maybe you like sports, maybe you like art, music. So as you can see, cultural identity is this combination of all these things. At different situations, these elements play a bigger, a stronger, or a weaker role. So when you go to Australia, all these things will become very salient. They will become very, you're going to become increasingly more aware of all these things because you are in a different place. People will look at you and say, oh, you are very much like this. And probably you never thought about that. You're gonna pay attention to your values, your religion, your principles, what is right, what is wrong, because you're going to be confronted with behaviors that you don't necessarily are accustomed to or familiar with. Okay, so that's cultural identity. Cultural identity is not just your nationality, obviously, and it's not just the culture that your family gave you at home. Is all these things together, and they keep evolving. Every moment is going to change you somehow. Okay, so this is another visual to it. I call it a cultural mosaic, as you saw in the beginning, little tiles, right? Colorful tiles. And you see the same elements around the circle, all of them. Okay, so I will place these slides into the Telegram group. You don't have to worry about that. But here's the assignment that I want you to do, okay? This is going to be your first home assignment. And the theme is called cultural identity. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to use your camera to capture images, photos or clips that somehow express the person you are, your cultural identity, okay? And then once you have all this material, I want you to make a video, not a long video, 90 seconds max, okay? Between 60 seconds and 90 seconds, very, very short clip. You don't need to write anything. I only want to see images and background music. It can be a song, or it can be just the sound of nature. Any sound is okay. No need to explain anything on the video itself. At the beginning of the video, I want you to put your name. You give the video a title, and where and when the video was created, when the video was edited, not when where the images are from. Is where, in this case, probably Phnom Penh. Let's say Phnom Penh, 16 June 2026. Because that, I want you to have a record for the future. And then you're going to finish this video with a quote that inspires you, okay, from anyone, from anywhere. And I want you to do this by Wednesday. So I want you to post, once you finish that, you post your video or the link to your video to the Telegram group chat. So obviously, do something that you are comfortable having people watch. Don't do anything that you feel embarrassed about, right? So only create something that people will watch and say, wow, I didn't know that Roberto likes nature so much. That's the idea. And remember, I am giving you a specific time, 6:07. So I would like to see all the postings at 6:07, not 6:05, not 6:06, and not 6:08, 6:07. And there is a reason for that. I will explain it later. I will put this into the Telegram group so you have all that information as well. So now you have two assignments. One is the one we did now in class. We're going to start our lesson tomorrow with that. And this is an individual home assignment called cultural identity for Wednesday. Okay? So, any questions about the assignment? Is it clear? What questions do you have? No questions? Good. Okay. So I will post this to Telegram. We see each other again, same time. Okay, 6:30. And enjoy the rest of your evening.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good night, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You too.